Hello, and welcome to the Teacher Chris Learn by Play Piano series. Now, this week I had a cool idea for a very short video, just something to talk about with you, and it has to do with keeping a piece alive. Now, last week was the start of school for many schools throughout the country, in the United States anyway. And I don't really assign all that much work, like when school just starts for my clients. Now, I don't teach in a school system. I'm actually a private teacher. I go from house to house. But I am affected by the public school systems and what their scheduling is. So I'm not really assigning all that much work this week and also next week because kids are going to have a lot of other stuff to do. So what happens when a teacher cancels a lesson on you and you have to keep a piece alive for an entire week so that you can show them how good you had it a week ago? Or let's say you have the piece done today and performance ready today, but you have to keep the piece alive for one more week because the recital is 7 days from now. Well, I have a couple of ideas that'll help you keep that piece going for one more week, so next Monday you can perform it just as good as today. Now, you were working on the donkey, and the donkey definitely was a difficult piece, but I imagine you probably have it ready to go with that duet that I provided. So what you're going to do is you're going to attach it to 2 meals every single day this week. And what I mean by that is before or after breakfast, you're going to perform it once or twice. Not 10 times, not 20 times, perfect. You just play it twice in the morning. And then at nighttime, right before or right after dinner, you're going to play it 2 more times. And you're going to do that every single day this week until Monday, except for one day. I'd like you to take one day off, either Wednesday or Thursday. Just don't play the piece at all. Just allow yourself just to think about it. You may find yourself actually humming it or it's stuck in your head throughout the day because you haven't played it all day long and your brain is thinking about it. You may even fall asleep that night and then have a dream about performing that piece. That tends to happen often with me. So what you're doing for that day off is just giving your brain a chance to rest, kind of recuperate, not worry so much about the piece, and just think about everything else that's going on in life. Then the next day you start it back up, play it twice in the morning, twice in the evening, then you should be good to go. Now, there are discussions about over-practicing. That's what I want you to avoid this week. Thing is that you start to get into your own head and start to make some very silly mistakes if you over-practice a piece of music. That means like if you were to this week play it 20 times in the morning, 20 times in the evening, every single day all the way up until the next lesson, you may find yourself start to make some silly mistakes on the piece. So we're trying to find a nice balance between keeping the piece going and keeping that piece alive and over practicing it and starting to make mistakes just because your brain starts to get distracted because it's played it so many times it's starting to get bored and kind of over it. Now, if you are new to this channel, my name is Teacher Chris and I post weekly piano lessons every Monday. So far, we have done 13 lessons, and that's 13 weeks of actual piano lessons, just like having somebody come to your home and teach you one-on-one. So if you'd like to actually take piano lessons and you've just encountered this channel, you want to try it out, go ahead and click on my name below and check out my YouTube page. I have 2 playlists. I have an all ages playlist, and that's for anybody that wants to try it out. And then I also have a YouTube Kids playlist, and that one is for, of course, the YouTube Kids app. That means that if you want to set that up for your kid to learn how to play piano weekly, you can just set them up with the YouTube Kids app and call it my playlist, and there won't be any comments or any advertisements that get in the way of them learning. So I hope to see you next week. I hope you have a good week off from having new material, but keep that piece alive, and I will see you next week.